Halo, halo. Hey.
Not a parrot to you.
Aren't you too old to be a before?
Keep it together, legs!
Ah, fuck. Baru gimana? Bodoh amat.
You'd normally pay for that.
You always wear tight trousers.
Ow! You'd normally pay for that.
Bad idea.
I'll never come back, you stinking standies.
All's we want.
Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your arse till you've toes for teeth. You're up in the nick of time, as always.
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. Wasn't going more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs. All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to boot them all out. Here to join me?
With pleasure.
can't kill him! Reminds me of a piece of
Yeah, it's like we got a left version. Now too late to surrender.
Please. That went well. Now we can greet each other like the gods of ages.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
Raining plenty later. What with the war on, no Mahakaman meat to be found, but Redanian lagers standing in just fine. You've withered a bit. Something worrying you.
It's about Ciri. I know she came to Novigrad. Might still be here.
She's come back? I'll be damned. I wonder if I'd recognise her. 3 years is it now? 6? 7? What'd she be doing here?
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her and the wild hunt.
Oh, not good.
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
There's a wee problem then.
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he can explain what the hell's going on. I just barely returned, as you saw. Expecting to come home to you hot like a boar and some cold ale. What do you find instead? A shite storm. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Haven't you a clue what happened?
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us on his trail.
Prime idea. I say we start the ground floor. It's where he sat and wrote.
Barrels of Tucson Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, that's exactly what we're looking for. It's his planner.
Dandelion and planning, good one. Besides, anything he wrote here probably had a special system. Chaos only he could ever decipher. Actually, in the past, sometimes not even that.
Give him a chance. Might not be that bad. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Bookkeeping among them. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. So, he didn't seem lovely. Here it is. There's only mating women, wait, the dog.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to a lady friend that'll put us on his trail.
That's what I'm counting on. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... fuck it. I'll ask the lassies at my half, you interrogate the ones in here. Don't you?
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because...
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
Sleep, sleep, sleep.
Nice in you, native dwarf.
Oh, let it go, Jarrett. Come on, we need another place to hunker down tonight. Maybe we'll...
Temporarily short of a permanent dwelling. Naught else.
Want to go on looking, be my guest.
Witches of Cullen Rain.
I will get you every last copper. With interest. Give me a week, please.
Horsey's no bank. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay.
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you aiming for? A knight in shining armour?
Close enough.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
Malas berantem.
Take this coin and leave.
That ain't how it works. Vespula's to pay or be taught a lesson.
Already given her a verbal reprimand. Now go, before I teach you a lesson.
Come on. Gold's gold.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. To think there are men who'll help a stranger out of the kindness of their hearts.
Not entirely out of kindness, and you're not entirely a stranger.
What did you... Oh, I know you. You're that witcher took Dandelion out whoring.
Oh,
Gerald, right?
Not Gerald. Gerald.
Oh. Dreadful sorrow.
Explain something if you don't mind. You say I took Dandelion out whoring.
So he said. Claimed I was his one and only. But he fell in with the wrong folk. You and that dwarf who always looks like a cow licked him. Said you two were a bad example. Wine, women.
So, he picked that habit up from us too? Gotta have a word with him. What do you think? Where could Dandelion be?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. It was the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
This woman he was with in the harbour. Who was she?
Claims she was his niece from Covere. Horvere, more likely.
Horvere.
Horse it so
Nice
tight
pun.
her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
Fucking slut, dude.
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Ellie Howe.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
You, Eliel?
Yes? Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Eliel was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here. Any better?
So you're...
Eliel.
Did you and Dandelion... How did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
Don't think I want to know what happened next.
Oh, stop. He wasn't so drunk as not to figure it out. Besides, men don't interest me. I told him that from the start. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
I know this is none of my business, but why do I dress up?
As a child, I dreamt of becoming a doppler when I grew up. I became a tailor instead. Discovered clothing. Costumes can express all the complexities of one's personality. I'm a Redanian countess one day, a dockside thug next. That is true freedom. I never thought to become someone else, even for a moment. Must be horribly boring doing a Witcher all the time.
I managed to stay interested. What did you and Dandelion talk about? Did he ask about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, I desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, all the goings-on impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pile, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid, sucks flaccid cock.
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent salad. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button reaffixed or a hole patched.
When did you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
Thanks for your help, and nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me. Greetings.
Glad to take a glance at what...
Of course, please.
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of cards.
Dun, 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 dun. Nice car, dude.
Whoa!
Why fuck Stuart playing that on us too?
Another drift of infantry.
Didn't look like that.
Don't do anything stupid.
Go. Be gone.
Well, good. What can I get the honourable gent?
Fine.
So, what don't I got?
We get some cards in too, I'll be a happy man.
What the?
What's the rush?
What is it, Grey Boy? Looking for adventure?
Let us live. Oh, you can all go suck a devil. That's enough.
Excuse me. I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside. Class is in session.
Sorry, can't wait. Hear about Dandelion. I'm Geralt, and I'm...
Geralt? I know you. Fine. If you're eager to join in the lesson, you're welcome to. Children, sadly the rat catcher has a fever today, but in his stead, we're honoured to welcome a witcher, who will now tell us about his trade.
But...
Yeah, this is grand.
You shan't disappoint them, will you? So, who would like to ask the first question?
Me. What's it mean that witches are lecturers?
How old are you again?
9. 8.
In that case, wait a few years and I'll tell you.
Children, what's the meaning of this? Next question.
Is it true witches kill kings?
A man cursed who's turned into a monster, a witcher might have to kill, even if he's a king.
So King Fortest was a monster. What's it like to cut off someone's head? Can you show us how to cut off a head? Can we try your potions?
Enough. That is all for today. Gather your things and I shall see you in the morning.
Yeah!
Bid farewell to Master Geralt.
It's great you came. I'd have rather had the rat catcher.
So please do tell me, why are you here?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh yes, longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems.
No, he perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe... No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mould, that was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life. But he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Thanks for your help. Farewell.
You're stupid. That's a war plane and a ground. Who says so? Everyone knows it. Mum says everyone knows as much as nobody. I wouldn't be able to raise
Hey, no. Just a small thing. My whip has back from the market with news. Some mysterious murders happening in some house.
Your Greta's got the imagination of a drunk tourist.
She never lies about serious matters. Some storekeeper told her the corpses were friends.
A storekeeper. Another trustworthy source. Everyone in Novigrad wants other to us.
You'll not find much to do in Novigrad. And I believe in sometimes. You still aim to get 10 cases of SS for the fix. Could you repeat that? Civilization. Driving in
This Baronet's Lavallette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this isn't a chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa Lavalette, an Imperial General and a Witcher meet, and know each other. Surprising.
We've met before.
And how? Imagine this, Louisa. The Emperor desired a chat with the Witcher. I, too, was fortunate enough to meet him then.
So Geralt of Rivia now works for Emperor Henry. Interesting. Has Var Henry sent you to rid Novigrad of monsters?
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbach.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some sophisticated diversion?
Well, if Molly will be there.
On our way, then. We've arrived.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Cahir, the champion from Gaul.
Gray's a nice color. For horses, too.
My coin's on the Black Stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised it didn't salute you, General. Know anything about the chestnut or the bay?
The chestnut is Thunderbolt, a pure-blood Britannian, gallant steed, but too headstrong for my taste, difficult to control. And the bay hails from Zericania. Lord Volta acquired him recently. I know little about him, though Zericanians are reputed to have incredible stamina.
Is Molly a horse?
Pardon?
I did come here to see Molly, after all.
Patience, Richard. She ought to arrive soon. I asked Molly to join us as soon as she was done with her chores. She shouldn't be long now.
All depends what you asked her to do, my lady. But I don't really have a choice. But wait. Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle, made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Well, sir. So, which steed do you choose, Witcher?
Heard tales of Zeracanian horses. I'll ride the bay.
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on the steed. Nemrod will win, no matter the rider.
Cantarella for me, then. I see no point in delaying. Let's begin.
Riders, ready!
I adore the speed, the rush.
Faster.
Come on, Witcher. Let's see what you're made of. I adore the speed.
Move it!
Come on, Witcher. Let's see what you're made of. Don't spare the horse.
What a thrill! A beautiful victory!
Thanks.
For one for whom every horse is a roach, you carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. My congratulations. That is yours.
Now, could I talk to your chambermaid, milady?
Ah, yes, Molly. That is why you came here after all. The portly young woman. That's her.
Speak to her. And you must find us when you're ready to return to Novigrad. We'd be delighted to join you for the journey.
Lost your hair lately?
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelion's rescued time and time again!
Wouldn't be here if not for Dandelion.
Told me all about your adventures. How he'd ready you for battle with his songs. How he tamed the Karen by playing his lute.
I meant that literally. Dandelion's why I'm here. Came to ask you about him. Know where he might be?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says dandelions are good for nothing layabout. Imagine. But... or maybe his sister could help him. Such a nice girl.
Huh?
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister.
Sure he does. Saw him himself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they're different fathers.
Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages.
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
Oh no. Whenever I ask Dandelion when we visit her, he'll grow all quiet and then change the subject.
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Of course. He came to borrow some coin from a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon. Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing the arias. But I've not seen him since.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait, before you go, I've got a request. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. I'd so like to see them.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks. And good luck to you on your search.
Geralt, there you are. Shall we return together?
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter with some company.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go. And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
Ah, Geralt.
Big changes afoot in the Empire.
You've no notion? The Emperor summoned you. He only ever summons with reason. It's clear he seeks his daughter.
You know a lot.
I must. I am my father's son.
What's your father got to do with this?
He is close to the Emperor and knows the opposition, knows they press for abdication. Ceding the throne to Cirilla, it's the best the Emperor can do. But, as is known, an Empress needs an Emperor at her side. My father will ensure the right man is chosen.
Farewell.
What do you want?
Nothing. Wrong house.
I serve the eternal fire.
do you want?
I'm the new cook.
And them pointy things sticking out behind you, they your cleavers?
Away with you, vagrant.
Oye, lupa.
What's this? You hear me tell you we ain't looking for no cook? Sod off! What do you want?
Want to see Rosa Baratra?
Oh, mate, if you only knew what I want. Miss Rosa don't see just anybody.
I'm Geralt of Rivia, a witcher.
Soon as Miss Rosa turns into a striker, I'm sure her papa will send for you. But she's not showing any symptoms yet, so I bet you you're not needed. On your way now.
Ah.
Who are you? Why are you here? Answer this instant or I'll summon the guards.
Sorry to sneak in, miss. I'm Geralt, a friend of the bard Dandelion.
Geralt of Rivia? The famed witcher of the ballads?
What are you doing here, vagrant? How'd you get in? I let no one in the front, my lady. I swear it on the great sun.
Not a word. I'll handle this. Hold your tongue, sir. This is Frederick Francis de Bergerac, my new swordplay instructor, correct? Show him to the training room. I shall join him shortly.
But miss, he just claimed to be the cook. He's a cheat, he is.
See, Frederick, did I not warn you not to jest with the guards? They haven't any sense of humor whatever. Now take Master de Bergerac to the training room, quickly.
As you say, miss. Won't you realise what you've got yourself into?
Hope so too.
Miss Rosa's got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword. Grab a wooden one. Take care not to hurt me. Follow me.
You're my new
Faratra.
Well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood, to start with. I must know your work.
Damn.
Shut up.
Damn it! Well fought. You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
I'm a witcher. I'm looking...
A witcher? That's splendid. I always wanted to meet a witcher. This is so exciting.
Incredibly. But we ought to discuss that another time. Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship.
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had been fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch. Francis here! You're quick!
Damn it!
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Oh, damn it! Well, if you're not an instructor, you should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
Oh,
Can't really refuse a request from a lady.
What are you two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna Va Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yoruba.
Wait a minute. Mean to say Dandelion mixed you two up?
On occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set him straight. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister, I could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Calm down, ladies. No poets worth two sisters nipping at each other's throats.
Especially like this one.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
Dandelion acting different lately? Not something strange.
Strange? Not really. It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored she hardly noticed me turn into a werewolf. Edna, what? You needn't pretend he followed convention. Remember when he took us to the cemetery?
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery. Unusual even for Dandelion.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated Oxenford professors. He ended up quizzing us about Margrave Henkel.
Who?
Eccentric old coot. Died recently. He'd apparently been an important and generous patron of the arts as a young man.
But sophisticated young ladies like you know a bunch about politics.
We picked up a few things. What would you like to know?
Emperor continuing to push north. Courtiers must be ecstatic.
His confidants must be. But Papa says that's not likely to last much longer.
Why not?
Papa says the war's disrupting trade, and people are tired of financing the Emperor's adventures.
Wonder how the war's going, and the outcome looming.
Papa says much depends on Radovid, and on who captures Novigrad first.
What's Novigrad got to do with it? Free city, never taken sides, always stayed out of conflicts.
Oh, even children know Novigrad's home to the world's largest fleet. And they say the city's treasury is bursting with enough to equip 2 armies.
Changing subjects. Who did Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or Trabaritz. Very skilled in
This woman, not a local, right?
I seem to remember him praising her melodious Kaviri accent. Makes sense. He referred to her as Kalonetta a few times. Bizarre names are common in Kavir.
Gotta ask Zoltan about this Kalonetta. Been a pleasure. I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again.
Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
House here, tomorrow. Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Richard.
Swix.
None of your kind will get in here on my watch.
Well, what is it? Oh, look. It's a rat.
What the fuck? Ay.
Sam?
What the fuck?
Washed your hair lately?
Not good.
Got the shite! Son, lovely that man. What's he doing here? Ooh! Lay me down with a barrel of beer. Did it to you from what you like? Oh! How are you keeping? Monsieur Solman, the old one. What's this? A million drunk of water. Naughty Bob. How repeated. Savory crackers. Ah, you're back. You met?
Zoltan, venture to say a mage would have trouble turning that owl into a parrot.
Sure you know me that well. Mark my words, the flame quinters in no time. But we were to talk about Dandelion. So, how'd you do? Learn much?
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed he'd been acting strange. Also mentioned he'd been seeing someone else. Thing is, Mystery Woman wasn't on my list.
What's she supposedly like?
Blonde, from Kovir. Troberids, apparently. Named Caminetta or something like that.
That was as clear as crystal. It's Priscilla. Aye. Must be her.
Who's this Priscilla?
A Troberids, like you said. Quite popular of late. Picture Dandelion with a pair of tits to get the general idea.
Interesting image. So how'd Dandelion handle meeting his female double?
I think he fell in love.
What can I say? Could be he finally met his match.
She's his match, all right. Maybe more. Laddie's head's on fire. Lassie's got him whirling.
All right. Guess we gotta talk to her.
Priscilla works with the mummers too. Reynard and the Foxen. Whenever they're in town, she performs nightly at the Kingfisher.
Mean we've been sentenced to a meeting of poetry
Must you always? This'll be true poetry, Geralt. You'll see.
Zoltan. Saw burning pyres.
Yes. Alicia Corey, the sorceress that was. The crowd cape, Doppler. Crafty wee bugger who'd spent he. Was Caleb Menge who exposed him. Executed him. And promptly took his...
Met that Doppler years ago, just after he'd assumed Chappelle's identity and form. Wasn't all that surprised when the Church of the Eternal Fire turned tolerant of freaks, opened up a bit to magic and mages.
Well, that's all changed now. Every mage who came here seeking refuge is now caught in outlaw.
Novigrad doesn't seem like a safe place anymore.
I was keen on starting my own enterprise, but nothing came of it. I'd like to blame it on the war or human treachery, but the truth is, I've got my own thick skull to blame. Rather not dwell on it, Geralt.
Round of Gwent.
I never refuse.
Let's play.
Geralt!
Back to the wall. I'll get it off a rack full of blood. Spring.
I think I'm alone. I've put in the whole family. One's called me son, got me wife and missing food. Got to bury your loved ones at least. I don't even know where mine are. You've mistaken me for someone else. You're the only one who's made a mistake.
Leave him alone.
And who might you be?
Call me an admirer of law and order.
Made a mistake coming to this town, then.
You're making a mistake. Leave him alone.
And if we don't?
más
This man's
planta.
not worth your efforts. The shop's drowning in debt.
You're right. But looks like a pauper.
I beg to differ. Don't even know why I bothered the bugger. My apologies. Fairly well.
I, gotta go brush my teeth.
Go home, merchant. And try not to come round here anymore.
I will. I mean, I won't. I mean, both, yes. Thank you, sir.
Sort of. No lollygagging. Oh, fuck, come on. Big eyed beast with trousers. Double safe.
How can I be?
Want to pay back?
Splendid.
Till next time.
There's no fucking integrity in this world.
A diabolist.
They say some witches spy for the black one.
A diabolist.
Do you seek to get me drunk, sir?
If I was seeking to get you drunk, madame, you would not be drinking Coke that lets you.
First they kill one son.
It's too expensive.
We might have expected enough.
There's no fucking integrity in this world.
First they killed my son. Now they'll throw him on into the street.
Another drifter in from Temeria. I've had enough of living.
Well, you wanted braids.
But I didn't want my hair pulled.
Can't have one without the other.
Then I don't want them. Witcher, Witcher. Green, look who's come.
If you're together now, didn't know.
Once you told me Sarah had been responsible for my nightmares, I decided to see if the devil's as scary as they paint him, or her. I came in to find not a fiend, but our little Sarah, and I can't say why, but we took a liking to one another immediately.
Long ago, to isolate themselves from a world of beasts, humans began building cities, but since beasts prowl within stone walls as well as they do outside them, this did not allay human fears. The truth is, walls guarantee no one's safety. Because when you lock yourself in and lock all else out, that's not your own. Your home is sometimes the place you travel long and far from.
No.
Yes?
Can I fuck you? I want to touch your titties.
Scare you. But you've come to toss me out again. I've been behaving. Have a good day. But your yellow eyes are a bit frightening. Look, mine are pretty. Good day. But your yellow eyes are a bit frightening. Look, mine are pretty. Good day.
Ow! The best. No need to put. There it.
Let me have a look.
grounds of Gwent.
No. Hey. Damn.
Sweet thing. Hello, pretty boy.
Why don't you send on him? He was selling love.
What? Sweet mother of
One of
man.
Rand's extreme folk.
What is this?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. White Wolf, they call you?
You stand accused of offending religious sentiment. We've orders to take you in for interrogation. Surrender your weapons.
This is a misunderstanding. But fine, take them. Though I'll need a receipt. Wouldn't want to lose anything.
Yeah, drawing it up for you now.
Remember the preacher who spoke of witches and witchers? A man you humiliated before his faithful. He asked that we administer a sacrament on his behalf. Your last rites.
Winds howling.
On the guards.
Greetings. Show me your whip. So long.
Watch of everything.
Ow! Ah! You drunk? You're an artist?
No, a witcher.
Never heard of that.
What did the cook make today? In the mood for some diversion. A game of Gwent would be best.
Yeah?
It's a waste of words.
Non-human, are you? Look for your
It's a road, guys. Trust me.
No, you gotta take risks.
Greetings.
What makes you think I need...
Tain't a man that don't from time to time.
Just so happens I'm doing fine.
Then maybe you'd like a look at...
Been a loan shark long?
Since I was just a little tight.
So you helped your dad, took it over when he died.
Nah, my own father left me here in pawn and never did redeem me.
Show me what you have in stock. What would you say to a few rounds?
Hello there.
What would you say to a few rounds of Gwent?
No. Ta-da.
Oh. early. I'm turning by our
Greetings, handsome. White Wolf, welcome to the
White Wolf.
No sign of recognition in your eyes.
Greetings,
Don't fret. I'm sure I look quite different from when we last saw each other.
which was...
Oh, eons ago. You and Master Dandelion appeared, 2 halflings in tow. What a smash they were, the little chaps. We recount that night to this day.
So the, staff hasn't changed since then?
Oh, of course it has. It does so incessantly in this business. Burly Berthy married a merchant. Ella struck out on her own. And you'll likely find Ciri praying at the temple. I alone remain. So, shall I summon the girls? Just remember, this is a decent establishment. Pause to yourself to start with. And our girls are well-mannered. The range of subjects they discuss in detail, I myself find it daunting.
Any girl in particular you'd recommend?
You'd like Narcissa. Perhaps not the prettiest, but she's by far the most inventive. And as my dearly departed mother would say, the fun's not in the face.
I'd love to meet the rising generation of Passiflora buds.
Kill your daughter in a day. Damn it, I don't know.
Do you really see the sons of mine?
Talk about this.
Wits to yourself.
Could it be that all roads lead... When I look at you, why, I almost regret I'm no longer on active duty.
Actually, I'm curious. You play Gwent?
Certainly. Though for high stakes exclusively, of course. In fact, the game would be exceedingly boring without the risk.
Up for a round?
Why, yes. Let's play.
Wow.
I fail to understand how I lost that. I believe this card belongs to you now.
Know any other players willing to stake rare cards?
In Novigrad, Siggy Rubin's collection is famous. You really should challenge him.
Greetings to the honourable gentleman. Welcome. Make yourself at home. What have you come for? We're prepared to fulfil your every wish.
The Passiflora certainly deserves its reputation.
We do all to please our patrons and make sure to turn the rabble away.
Nice meeting you.
Welcome to the Passiflora.
Can't help wondering how the Temple Guard treats you.
With interest. I come by rather often.
As far as I remember, Church of the Eternal Fire doesn't exactly condone these practices.
The church is the church, and men are men. Not much consistency there. Now, tell me what you want.
Let's go upstairs.
Let's go upstairs.
Alright, but we've terms to agree first.
No.
With you. Not for all the gold in Novigrad.
Oh!
Lovely.
Swix.
What's he doing here? Here already. Come on, let's find some arse nests. We can start soon.
These scars long have yearned for your tender caress, to bind our fortunes, damn what the stars are, rend my heart open, then your love profess, a winding, weaving fate to which we both attend. You flee, my dream come the morning, your scent, very star, lilac sweet, to dream of raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes, glistening as you weep. The wolf I will follow into the storm, to find your heart, its passion displaced by our ever-growing, hardening into stone, amidst the cold to hold you in a heated embrace. You flee, my dream come the morning, your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet, to dream of raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes, glistening as you leave. I know not if fate would have us live as one, or if by love's blind chance we've been bound. The wish I whispered when it all began, did it forge a love you might never have found. You flee, my dream come the morning,
to scent very star, lilac sweet,
to dream of raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes, listening as you weep.
I know him! 'Twas him murdered some Temerian boys back in White Orchard.
Silence, Lee. You can hear music.
A murderer?
There's a war on. Some die.
Oh, please, argue this out elsewhere.
Squabbles and rows again. And I was told this was a decent establishment.
If I know Geralt, you risk his noggin to save someone else's arse.
Save, you say? He murdered folk.
Don't let him provoke you.
There's the door. Settle this outside.
Come. I wish to listen to music. Music!
Cultural capital of the world? The fuck it is.
Permit me to introduce this here's Priscilla, known also as Caladetta. As lovely as she is talented. And this
It's Geralt of Rivia, I know. Dandelion's told me a great deal about you, and I've listened with bated breath. Don't be surprised. After all, doubt I could think of a more fitting subject for a ballad than a witch's love for a sorceress. Or should I say, sorceresses.
Seems Dandelion was meticulous in telling my story, down to personal and insignificant details. Did he offer anything about himself, like where he was going?
Splendid. Very funny, truly. So, see you later. Not here. Come with me.
There a reason for all this sneaking around?
An excellent one. When last I saw Dandelion, he told me he was planning a heist. Siggy Reuben's vault.
Shoot.
And I've not seen him since.
Reuben. What's he like?
tall, fat, dangerous as hell.
Limp in his gait. Left leg.
Sounds like a lame rock troll.
If trolls were devilishly intelligent and had a flair for crime, yeah, I'd agree.
Dandelion breaking into a vault. I'd sooner expect him to choose a life of celibacy.
True. I wrote the paper he's wearing to toss a floor once. He was awake the next 3 nights worrying about it.
Any idea what got into him? He had debts he needed to pay off.
Claimed he was helping someone. Urgent matter that couldn't wait, he said.
This someone, Dandelion mentioned their name?
No. But if I know Dandelion, it's her name he failed to mention. As he failed to mention her slender waist and ample bosom.
Let me guess. Attempted heist was a failure.
Well, he's not driven up in a gilded carriage laden with jewels, so I should think so. I've asked after him everywhere, but it seems an army of tongue-stealing cats has overrun the city. I learned only that he raised a ruckus at Whoreson Jr.'s lair. Then Whoreson's men chased him all over town.
Whoreson Jr. Doesn't ring a bell.
Biggest prick in Novigrad, but not literally.
Got it. You're not a fan. But what did he do to you?
Try the whole town. He's one of 4 bosses who control the city's underworld. The others being Siggy Reuben, Carlo the Cleaver the rest, and the King of Beggars.
A rascal. At least they didn't cross the church as well. Bring that venerable institution into it. Be in deep then.
Here I go again, rushing to Dandelion's rescue. He ought to pay me a salary.
Wherever he is, I sincerely doubt he's in the mood for jokes. Nor am I, in fact.
Relax. I'll get him out of this. Gotta talk to this Whoreson first. And Siggy Reuben. Know where I might find them?
I don't know about Whoreson, but Reuben runs a bathhouse. Careful, though. He's a dangerous character.
So am I.
I don't doubt it. the dandelions now. I beg you to hurry up. Let me know as soon as you learn anything.
Well, bugger all to do here. Heading back to the Rosemary. Got Poppy to see. And I suppose I'll wait. See if our warbler don't come home on his own. Take care now.
Enaknya kalau udah nyampe Novigrad. Levelingnya kenceng. Ngejar main quest saya terus.
Geralt of Rivia, known as the...
Geralt of Rivia is enough.
A man came to me a few years past, paid me to keep a book for you. Said you'd come for it one day.
Who was he?
He didn't introduce himself. But the book has a red cover, that I remember. I'm sure I've not sold it.
All right, see if I can find it.
And perhaps glance at the others while you're at it.
Be glad to look over what you got.
Wait, this box. No. They're this pricey.
Adventures of Muriel the Lovely Harlot, adorned with humorous engravings. The treatment of furuncles through cauterization, a study. My manifesto. Must be it. So letter inside. Moribundia, the vampire's last likeness.
Who's A?
Got a piss off a racehorse. I'm warning you.
Anybody there? Open up.
What's the fuss? The bathhouse is closed.
Need to talk to the owner. I know he's here.
I'm not sure that matters, as he's terribly busy.
Busy? With what?
Entertaining important guests.
In that case, tell him there's another one at the door. Geralt of Rivia. And I'm not leaving till I see him.
Very well, I shall survive. Please wait.
Ciri cordially invites you to join him. I'm happy. The meeting is in the baths. We will pass through the dressing room so you can leave your clothes.
Let's go.
This robe here. Your equipment will be safe. Splendid! Ciri awaits in the next room.
Hi, Whitehead. Nice fun you have.
You were right.
He doesn't blush. I need a rest.
And Junior can't put our hands on order them to shut up. Won't find any damage.
Easy, Cleaver. Orson Junior's a dead man. I'll have my scribe send you a notice.
You don't have a scribe. And we'll eliminate Junior when, and only when, all of us say aye. Reuben, your guest.
Why the fuck you let him in here? Because I want to talk to him. This is Geralt of Rivia.
Good to see you again.
As always, I'm out to swiping loot. Who the fuck are you?
Think I'll let your host introduce me.
He's a witcher. The very one who first foiled an attempt on Foltest's life, then killed that one.
Allegedly. But I didn't kill Foltest. And hello to you too, Dijkstra, Reuben, whatever they call you these days.
Last we met, Geralt thrashed me silly and crushed my ankle. I really wonder what he's got in store this time.
Got intruders. Someone just snuck inside the bathhouse. Several men.
What the fuck's he on about? Plowing fortune teller?
What's happened? Please, no!
Bloody hell.
I fucking knew it.
Any weapons tucked away?
Just a few.
First ever party with my prick hanging out. Ah! We need one alive! Shut up! Rumble time! Stop walking into his We need one alive!
work, gents. Terribly sorry for that incident. My security failed. I'll get to the bottom of who, why, and how.
They were whoreson scum. That's the bottom of who and how right there.
Don't start that again. Especially not in front of our guests.
Who pranced in right before they attacked. Coincidence? Why do I doubt it?
Let's give him a chance to explain.
Not gonna introduce me to your friends?
Good thing Happen's not here. He tanned the hide on my arse for being so rude. Francis Bedlam you know, but then who's not heard of this patron of the fine arts and supporter of entrepreneurs of limited initial means? And the dwarf's Carlo Veres, known also as Cleaver. Carlo's in entertainment, mostly.
I'm looking for Horson Jr.
Interesting.
What do you want with him? Junior's gonna help me find someone.
Horson's not helped a soul in all his miserable life.
I'll ask him nicely.
See, Cleaver? Perhaps if you'd not called Junior an uncle fucker and asked him nicely, he'd have showed up today.
Gentlemen, you out of your fucking minds? A chat session? Horson's out to get us, and he'll succeed eventually. We've got to kill him first. So by all means, you sit here, soak, fart, and watch the bubbles rise, while I send my boys to Horson's hidey holes. They'll make some noise, flush the bugger out. And you, geriatric, or whatever your ploughing name is, want to find Horson? Find me first.
I need to find Horson. Now it looks like I gotta get to him before Cleaver does.
Cleaver won't find him easy. Junior's good at hiding. He's got peasant smarts.
Look at the time. Good luck in your search, Witcher.
I'll call on you tomorrow, Francis. We'll finish our chat.
So how about we get dressed?
Sure. Then we'll talk. In private. Right mess that was. Never thought I'd be glad to see the man responsible for my taking frequent baths.
If you're any cleaner for it, gotta say it was worth breaking your ankle.
It healed Corin. Can you believe it? I must soak it in hot water at least 6 times a day now. Failing that, it bloody pounds like the bells of Beauclair at dawn.
I had my reasons. Really could be fine if you hadn't gotten in my way.
I see. Well, I promise you that if I could go back in time, I'd do things quite differently. For example, I'd have my men kill you instead of just tying you up.
Listen, Reuben. No, Dijkstra. Just not in the mood for your code names, passwords, and other bullshit. I'm here on specific business. If you want to listen, listen. If not, I'd rather you spared me your wit and threw me out now.
What's the harm? Talk.
You think Cleaver will find Horson?
He might not. But he'll go down half the city trying. What way? Leave him to it, I say. Work alone.
Any ideas?
Junior's got areas of the city where he's strong. Penetrate them, look around. But be discreet. None of this speed and fury and swinging your steel cock about.
Your partner's aware of your past? They know you're Sigismund Dijkstra, former head of Redanian intelligence?
Cleaver, Bedlam and Junior. Well, I'd call them my partners if we built a mill to grind flour for the folk of nearby hamlets. And we just need to stay out of each other's ways, agreeing from time to time. That doesn't make us partners. But they know who I am. Was. Bedlam, sure. The others most likely suspect. But we just don't talk about it. No need to.
Pretty clear you and Bedlam don't want a war with Junior. Why?
Let me tell you what I told King Vizimir time and time again. War doesn't solve any problems. It breeds trouble. Trouble you then have to solve by other means. Make no mistake, someone's behind Horson's actions. I'll not end him until I know who.
Makes sense to ask around, I guess. Junior might be in hiding, but he's got to be collecting income. Couldn't afford to cut himself off.
Gambling, that's his big earner. Junior controls the largest casino in town. I'll never forget. Hierarch Hemmelfart raised all kinds of hallowed hell there once, but the bet lost his ruby ring. Then there's the arena in the city's bowels. Betting scheme generates near as much as the casino. They're always looking for hired muscle there. Suppose you could always search Horson's house, though I doubt you'll find him there. Maybe some clue, though.
Where? Arena sounds promising.
Sewers beneath Gil. Now, Junior loves a good fight.
Mentioned Horson's got a house. Where is it?
Solid townhouse on Temple Isle, just on the other side of the bridge. Wouldn't wager me knickers on finding him there. Junior's not that stupid.
See if I can't find Horson at the casino or the arena. Might talk to Cleaver as well, though.
Do what you will. Just be cautious. Horson's expecting payback, I've no doubt.
Thanks for your help, Dijkstra.
Just go, Witcher. And if you can't find the slimy bastard, come and see me. I know him well. Might figure something out.
Listen, Dandelion's missing. Any idea what might have happened to him?
Same thing that happens to anyone who steps on Junior's toes.
Meaning?
He's surrounded by splendid virgins who ply him with sparkling wine and pastries stuffed with nightingale's tongues. Come, Geralt, what do you think's happened to him? I reckon he's at the bottom of the Pontar, trussed up with the strings of his own mandolin.
Loot.
As far as I'm concerned, he might as well be rotting down there with a goddamn trombone.
You wouldn't happen to have a bone to pick with Dandelion, would you?
Of course I do.
You serious?
Dead serious. Dandelion published a sonnet recently. Second stanza, the shit uses paired couplets instead of an inserted rhyme. Surely you understand how deeply offended the poetry lover in me was. The bastard shan't get away with it.
I was being serious.
As am I when I say I have exactly no time to worry about your gigolo boyfriend. Got my own problems. Problems you might be able to help me with. And if you did, why then I might be inclined to ask after Dandelion, establish what happened to him.
I'll get paid on top of that, right?
Nothing for free, eh? Did you bargain this hard when Emma wanted to hire you?
No idea what you're talking about.
You are the worst liar I have ever known.
Go, Mollis.
But we've chatted enough. Yeah, I'll pay you. Count on it. So, can I count on you?
Maybe I can help. What do you need?
I'd rather show than tell. Picture's worth 1,000 words and all that tripe. Ah, and you do realise, if you say anything about what you see here to anyone, it'll mean a razor between your ribs.
Figured as much.
Excellent. One last request. Oh, let's call it what it is. A command. Don't draw your sword unless I ask you to. Be so kind as to follow me.
Let's go.
Bar, stop that! Now!
Man! Bar, mate, taking all Jonathan.
Beating your head against the wall won't change that.
But hard. But less thinking. But less thinking. But sadler.
Where'd you get the troll?
From Zericania. Won him. Card game with a camel merchant.
Your jokes are getting better by the minute.
See me smiling? I'm dead serious.
But I'd stumpy horses. Put them. Siggy Bate. Good Siggy.
Don't seem to have trouble communicating with the troll. Why'd you bring me down here?
Take note of that hole. We'll come back to it later. You see that door? Bolt behind it until recently filled with Novigrad crowns and countless other valuables.
But God! Then boom! Sharpen go!
Translating into common, someone fucking made off with nearly 20 tons of my gold and all the lighter stuff, and you will help me get it back.
Why don't you handle this? Gotta have connections in the underworld. What do you need a witcher for?
The gold wasn't mine alone. See, I run a members-only savings club, a bank for the initiated. For reasons that should be obvious, I prefer it if my temporary liquidity problems remained private. So I need an outsider.
How do you know you can trust me?
I don't. Counting on your survival instinct. Slip up, and I'll kill you. Beat you to Bart.
but sorry. But job that good.
Fine. I'll help you.
You're not exactly bursting with enthusiasm.
Witcher mutations. They strip us of emotion. I'd be jumping for joy otherwise. All right. Let him look around. But first, some questions.
I'm all ears.
Anyone see what happened?
No. And the vault's location is known only to the treasure's co-owners. Well, and the thieves.
What about upstairs? Anything unusual happen in the bathhouse the day of the break-in?
No. Hapland swears it was calm as ever. The usual customers, no incidents. Bloody bucolic.
How much was it all worth? Got an approximate idea?
Why the fuck do you care? Figuring your finder's fee. Don't get your hopes up.
Know you too well for that. Just prefer to know what I'm looking for.
3 crates of Nilfgaardian florins, chest of emeralds, rubies and topazes, silver candlesticks and platters. I could go on.
Shiny, careful. Oh, God.
Take it the thieves got in through the hole behind you.
You're a regular fucking master sleuth. Any other brilliant deductions you want confirmed? The year, maybe? Bloody name of Redania's king?
No, but I am wondering, for instance, how that hole got there.
Oh, no.
Hole.
But look, don't go. But look, no. Honestly. Bad tuned head hole.
Bad mushrooms? What's that about?
Hop's mold. The spores are highly toxic. One whiff and you're dead. Unless you're a troll, that is.
Yes. Bad.
Bad troll.
Not talking to you, dimwit. Where was I? Mold spores. They cover the walls of the sewers other side of the vault. Actually thought it was a good thing, you know? A bit of extra protection. Thieves found a way through it.
Bud, you see them?
But through hole. What's it?
Got what?
Please, shoot. Sleep go. Just one gone. Bad troll.
Now. Stiff up a lip.
Boom. Can you elaborate?
Big. Dislike.
I'll elaborate. Explosion. Big enough to blow that fucking hole in the wall, separating the vault from the sewers.
Gotten pretty good at communicating with this troll.
Lots of prior experience. Worked with idiots my whole life.
Try to track down the thief yourself?
Of course. I had this lummox, Ponce, thick enough not to ask questions. We knocked back some Pop's antidote and entered the sewers. Soon after, I returned alone.
What happened?
Lad started belching something horrendous. I mean, burps with so much mass the walls shook. Told him, Ponce, stop. You're in the presence of a count. Well, former count, but still. And then he puked up. Up came most of the antidote. Lost his protection. Tried to pull him out. Then I heard a bubbling. Something crawled out of the water. I value the lives of my men, I do. But I value my own even more. Dropped Ponce and ran like hell.
Mind describing this something that crawled out of the water?
No. Doesn't mean I can, though. Air in the sewer's thick with spores. Can hardly see a thing down there.
Must have noticed something. Was it...
No! Didn't notice a fucking thing. Didn't do a taxonomic field analysis either. I know it's an inconvenience to you, but I felt I should get the hell out of there as fast as I could.
Should look around the sewers. Got any more of that Pop's antidote?
Have a few vials left. Got the formula too. Disgusting swill, to be honest, but it'll save your life. Here.
Thanks.
You've naught to thank me for, literally. You're no good to me if you suffocate. Listen, I'll be upstairs if you need me. The sight of this empty vault's giving me an ulcer. Good luck to you.
What the hell have you got yourself into? The ritual emotions were vile. Pipe's great. Explosion crumpled it like a piece of paper. And there's mortar on the bars. So it was in place at the time of the explosion. Blast tore it from the wall. Bits of pipe clear over here. Must have been one powerful blast. Fine grating. Couldn't push much through that. Drowners. Of course. The thug Dijkstra hired. Dijkstra didn't mention anyone else. Must be one of Dandelion's crew. Vomit everywhere. Guess he had the antidote too. Couldn't keep it down any more than the other guy. Need to burn the corpses. Otherwise drowners will never stop congregating. There. Maybe now the drowners will go feed elsewhere. Bottom of a container. Silver cylinder missing. Runes etched in the bottom. It's warped, probably by the explosion. Bombard. Must be. Gold coins lie. Trail ends here. Wyvern oil. Dandelion must have loaded the treasure onto a boat. Caramel? Edges curled out. Something inside blew it wide open. Wall too. Bathhouse drain pipes seem to converge here. That'd be it down here. Time to see Dijkstra. Hey, Bart.
Vinny.
Bart means...
Bart Rockstar?
Rockswan?
One?
I mean a minute to talk.
You mean? But nice.
One more time. Can we talk?
Siggy you like. Talk me with.
Why do you like Siggy so much?
Siggy good.
Siggy good.
Siggy can't take part.
He locked you up, alone, underground. Don't get bored down here? Not much to do.
When, but, not much do. But, think. Lots.
Didn't take you for a thinker.
But, thinker, no. But, troll.
Why do you like...
Sick.
He locked you up.
When, but...
What about, if you don't mind my asking?
Rocks.
Rocks?
Rocks interesting.
Anything suspicious happened before the robbery?
Suspicious.
Suspicious.
But no understand.
Something not normal. Something strange. Maybe you saw, felt, heard something?
Yeah. Yeah. But here. Like a piece.
What kind of hissing was it? Like a snake?
No. A piece other. Not animal or that.
Right. So, like what?
Like... rock?
A hissing rock. What kind?
No.
Right.
Like...
A hiss... The hissing.
But is here in that tree.
What?
Where Bart turned them.
All right. Let's change the subject.
Good. But time got 12 go.
Thanks for... Got a minute? A master spy to master criminal. Interesting progression.
Why? Truth be told, they're awfully similar. Both about maintaining a net of informers, being tough in negotiations, bribing officials, the occasional assassination. Same old shit.
Yeah. Except you used to do that in the name of some ideal. And now?
Now I've decided I've slaved enough for ideals. It's time I work for myself. And thus far, it's been going rather well.
You in contact with Radovid?
See, you're as witty as ever. No, I'm not in contact with him. I prefer it remained that way.
Never quite forgave you for conspiring with Philippa Ironheart?
Radovid doesn't forgive. Not anything. Not anyone. And especially not the sorceress of the lodge.
Done. Examined every nook of the sewers near your vault.
Well, learn anything?
Found a second corpse, one of the thieves. Threw up the antidote just like your man Fons.
Anything on the body?
Not much. Empty vial.
Wouldn't have left him behind if he was anybody. Common porter, must be. Knew nothing, means nothing. Dead end. Literally.
Bits of treasure dropped out of the crates. Left a clear trail. You know, like the fairy tale with the crumbs.
Another one. Hansel, Gretel, burning witches. Very fitting for Novigrad.
Trail leads to the river where the sewer lets out. Breaks off there. I bet they loaded the treasure onto a boat.
Yeah. A cart drawn by sewer rats does seem unlikely. And since boats don't leave trails, it amounts to fuck all.
Seems to me a bomb blew the wall open. Look.
Bottom of a silver cylinder, probably. Covered in runes. Interesting. Any idea what it contained?
Recognized some ingredients by their scent. Wyvern oil and sugar.
Sugar? Geralt, I'm in no mood for jests.
Nor am I. Just saying what I found. Bomb contained sugar.
Let's think. Sugar would react violently with sulfuric acid, but not so violently to cause an explosion.
Didn't know you were versed in alchemy.
Dabbled in it a bit while at Oxenfurt Academy. But this is no time to reminisce. You're to find my treasure, not write my biography. Know anything else about this bomb? Anything at all?
Bomb went off inside a drainage pipe embedded in the vault wall. but the grate at the end of the pipe was in place when the blast happened, meaning...
The bomb must have found its way into the pipe from inside the bathhouse.
Exactly. Might have gone something like this. Perpetrator started emptying one of the pools, then dropped the bomb down the drain.
The bomb flowed down with a runoff, came to rest on the grate, and, to quote Bart, big boom.
Big boom.
Drain pipes are only promising lead. We just need to know which pool it's connected to.
Yes. Hammond keeps a record of guests. Should be able to tell us who used that pool the day of the break-in. You've not done badly.
Feel honored to be acknowledged.
Oh, that famous sarcasm.
Really?
About as much as I'd miss a knife in my knickers. Alright. You inspect the pools on the right, I'll take the ones on the left. Holler if you find anything.
Nothing here.
Gain, leveling up, nice.
Something floating on the surface. Oil, looks like. Silver lid. Matches the cylinder bottom I found in the sewer. Dijkstra, come here.
Got something?
Yeah, bomb part.
Happen. Drain pool 4, and bring me the guest book. Chop chop.
Chop chop.
By the way, what about Happen? Could have overheard you mention the vault. Has access to the bathhouse whenever he wants.
Happen has numerous flaws. He's pompous, pretentious, can be a real prick sometimes, ironic as that may sound. But his loyalty's beyond question.
How can we be so sure?
Witches know their monsters, spies know their men.
You trusted Philippa Eilhart once too.
True. But I didn't pull Philippa Eilhart out of a Kaviri prison the night before her execution.
Let's see what's on the bottom. Grate's been removed from the drain, meaning they flushed the bomb down here.
Happen. Who used this pool the day of the break-in?
Let me see. Bertolt Heinz, town councilman, Josef Schweik, brewer, and Margrave Henkel.
Henkel? That's impossible.
Impossible? Why?
Old coot's been eating dirt since last winter. Couldn't have been here the day of the break-in.
He's dead? I've not heard.
Not surprising. The Honourable Margrave croaked in a brothel, decked out in leather lingerie, so the family held a hush-hush funeral, but I have my sources.
Yeah, I saw him that fateful day, Mr. Reuben. I'm certain of it.
Did you speak to him? Get a good look at him?
No. He merely passed by on the way in.
So you didn't see Henkel. You saw an impersonator. Think for once. They scooped out your balls, not your brain. And you, Geralt, start looking into this.
Fine. Where should I start?
Henkel's home. Derelict townhouse south of the main square. You might happen on some trace of this scoundrel we're looking for there. Well, off with you.
Armies across the river.
Move it!
Why Britain had that furious murders happening somehow. Britain's got the imagination of a drunk trooper.
Greetings!
Got a meeting with Rosa, a fencing one.
Geralt of Rivia, yes? Miss Rosa.
Guess it's gonna be an interesting lesson. Nilfgaardian regiment always accompany you on your walks?
Always. Papa's orders. It's for your protection, Rosa dear. People here hate us. Why? What have I done to them? But enough about that. Soldier, you may leave.
But His Excellency Ambassador Bar Atra said that...
And this Excellency is telling you otherwise. Do you not recognize him? This is Geralt of Rivia, the best swordsman the North has ever seen. I'm safe with him. Now march off, quickly. Left, right,
And this Excellency.
Fine. Let's go, Geralt.
We were supposed to train, not go for a walk.
I know, Geralt. Now stop harping on about it and let's go.
What a fucking bitch. What a bitch,
Here. You see, I thought that instead of training in a dank old cellar, we'd move around in the open...
Only got my steel and silver swords. We should be fighting with practice weapons.
We should, but you of all people ought to know. There's much more fun in doing...
Listen, I'd really rather not hurt you.
Stop patronizing me, or you... Ow! Ow! Stop! I yield!
You alright?
Yes. The only thing you've really hurt is my pride.
By the way, how'd you get interested in fencing?
I was bored. I've no friends here. Papa keeps me on a short lead. It's banquet after banquet after banquet. I detest banquets.
Boring conversations, terrible food, weak booze.
Exactly. At least with a sword in hand, I can have some fun. You know, blow off steam.
Alright, what's next?
We should return. Just forgive me, Geralt. I know this might sound awkward, but would you mind turning around for a moment? My corset's shifted. It's pinching me terribly.
I can understand a woman wanting to look pretty, but fighting in a corset, it slows you. Rosa? Shit, she ran off. Anything happens to her, Baratra will kill me. Need to find her. Can't be far. 7 cats is this way. Great. Girl just wants to have fun.
Hey, nice reference.
Far from home, aren't you, sweetie? And there's no telling if you'll ever get back.
She's Ambassador Varatra's daughter. She's got diplomatic immunity.
I don't really understand the shite you're saying. Though it's clear you love your black ones.
It's no surprise, Lucas. Witches are drawn to monsters. Just a...
I believe you've offended the young lady. Now apologize as nicely as you can.
Forgive me, milady. I am sorry.
Your turn. Be nice like your friend. Bow low and go be a patriot somewhere else.
Lucas and Co. I shall remember those names. And when the Emperor takes Novigrad, I will find them and have them pay.
Easy. Didn't hurt you in the end.
They raised their hand against me. That's enough to have that hand lopped off.
And you wonder why the locals hate Nilfgaard.
I thought you were different from other Nordlings. That you understand us, our sense of justice. I see I was wrong.
You should go home now. And take the shortest, not the scenic route.
I understand. Farewell, Geralt, and good luck on the path.
Cradle, used but unworn. Need a bow to accompany me to a friend's wedding. Willing to trade a leaky pot for a cart? Who writes these notices? Need a witcher?
Any bloke willing to kill a monster, a witcher would do.
Monster? What kind?
Big, bad, ugly, squats in the sewers. If you're interested, drop by the Garen estate. Ask for Olgierd von Everett. He's the one ordered this posted.
I'll go back.
Greetings.
Don't know you. Not letting you in.
Recognize this piece of paper?
Fight contract.
Good, you can read. So who's this contract made out to?
Says, Zdenek. Made out to Zdenek.
Mm-hmm. I'm Zdenek. Any more questions?
In you go. Don't you go wandering. Straight to Eagle now.
Fair enough.
get ready. Your turn now.
That's right, man.
Reasons get carted off to the cemetery.
What?
Where's Ego?
Oh!
Stop staring, your jinx out work.
Switch the sword for a rusty.
There's your call.
That's it.
On the job.
I need work.
What can you do?
Good with a sword. Wouldn't scoff at working.
And who here would you prefer?
Crowds can spin out of control. Somebody's got to keep the peace.
Claim any kind of experience?
Done my share of fighting. Wouldn't carry a sword if I didn't know how to use it.
Have you killed humans?
Sometimes.
Why not come out and say you're a witcher? It's plain to see.
Not looking for any monster contracts. Need a regular job for a while.
I'll have to test you. I want to see how you're managing it. You shall fight in the arena. Survive 3 bouts.
Set me up.
Alright.
Already have. Shall we start right away, or do you need time to prepare?
Always prepared.
Excellent. Remember, you fight to the death.
Let's do this.
Ready your purses! Betting is open! From the far east, where a man's life is worth less than a cup of water, a witcher, a murderous mutant. His opponent, Gustav Rohn, a man who cut his way out of his mother's womb with a knife. As ever, a fight to the death!
Kids! Please! You need the risks. I will not kill him.
Release the hounds!
Not good.
The Witcher wins! Next fight! Born brawlers in battle! A fracas! A rumpus! A fray! The Witcher versus the Hairy Brothers straight from the wild isles of Skellige! Sired by a mountain bear! They live to kill!
Or end like your brother.
The Witcher and Gustav Rowan defeat their opponents! Next fight! The Witcher doing what he does best! Face to face with beasts!
What now?
Oh,
Next fight! The Witcher doing what he does best! Face to face with me!
Boris, Boris.
Especially for you, for the first time in a long time! Release Boris!
What was that? Oh, so bad.
Get another win for the Witcher!
Bravo! Ploughing Scragdon Borough. They told me a troop crews had come to the arena. Would you believe it? They were right.
Thanks.
Cyprian Wiley, known to most as Whoreson Jr., appreciates good handiwork. Well, we've nattered enough. Now, Cleaver's dwarfs are in the sewers. They've slaughtered the guards. Don't stand here like a sodden prick at a wedding. Muster the men and get out those magics. And would someone please kill the blasted Witcher? You heard the man. Kill him!
out to your lucky.
Time to end this.
Rumble time!
Chris could not help Garrett, yet she did direct him to Ciri, an Oneromancer, and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Ciri, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were given. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his hero friend.
Floor's worn by a moving door. Something behind this wall. Strange. I wonder if Dijkstra knows Junior's made a deal with the Redanians.
Non-human, I am. Look for your
Habis ini udah
How can I be of...
Got some coin I'd like.
Come to that.
What a dump. Looks more like a beggar's hovel than a Margrave's townhouse. Dandelion made some interesting friends. Silver cylinder. Bottom looks like what I found in the sewer. Footprints. A letter. And a bottle. A wine from your birth year. It's absolutely excellent. Startling bouquet. You absolutely must try it. But afterwards, please place the bottle back where you found it. Your birth year. Could be dandelions. Or Ciri's. 12:45 to 12:54. Satisfying click. In the next room over, I think. Secret room. Probably why Dandelion and his cohorts planned the heist. Instructions on how to build a bomb, signed by one Kalkstein. Sugar, and lumps of a substance dipped in wyvern oil. Potassium. Looks like they made the bomb here. Ciri, Menge is following me. He has seized the treasure. He has Dandelion. You must flee. Footsteps. Not good.
Oh, hey guys.
See you here. Certainly not with Triss.
I decided we could use someone who knows a bit of magic. The runes on the bomb, I'm absolutely dying to know what they mean.
You dying to know too, Triss?
No, just here for the coin.
Ah, Marigold playing the cynical materialist. I love it. In truth, her ideals brought Triss here. She needs gold to save her colleagues. When I recover my treasure, I'll be in a position to help her. Simple as that. Speaking of which, and pardon my Beauclervoise, have you found out who fucking nicked my gold?
Hang on. Gotta tell me why you're here first. We agreed. If I learned anything, I'd take it to you.
So we did. But I was concerned about you. Stopped by to see if everything was alright.
Thanks. You can breathe easy now. In the future, though, remember this. I can look after myself.
Fine. You look after yourself, and I'll look after my interests.
Gentlemen, really feel privileged to witness your battle of wits. But try to remember, unlike you, I put my life at risk every time I venture out into the streets. Did the same just coming here. So I beg you, can we get to the point?
Bothered Triss for nothing. No point examining the bomb.
Because?
Because I already know who nabbed your treasure. Commander of the Temple Guard, Caleb Menge.
Well. Your coin stands to come with a side of revenge. Geralt, would you be kind enough to tell me what you've learned? I'm terribly curious.
Henkel told me. Old man's alive and well. Faked his own death to escape his creditors.
Strange. I had no idea he was in debt.
He was. Menge promised to take care of things in exchange for help with the heist. So...
Geralt, how can I put this delicately? Bollocks. If you thought I'd fall for that tale you just pulled out of your arse, you don't know me one bit.
Know you well enough to know what matters. Results. So I lied. Still say I can lead you to your treasure.
Forgive me, Geralt, but after what you just pulled, I'd sooner believe a whore who proclaimed her undying love.
Would you believe a sorceress who stands to gain if you get your coin back?
Perhaps. I'd still prefer the whore, though. You're hiding something, and that's one thing I can't stand. Even more than Nilfgaard. But ultimately, this is a business deal, not a marriage. Besides, there must be some truth in all those lies. You're too dense to make it all up on your own. Menge has been spending heaps of coin lately, though to my knowledge he shouldn't have a copper to his name.
So, what now?
From what I've heard, Menge spends his nights at the docks, witch hunters' quarters. Maybe pay him a visit, ask where he's holding my gold for me.
Doubt Menge will admit anything willingly.
As do I. Lucky I hired a witcher and a sorceress who've been through so much together to get this done.
What's our past got to do with it?
A great deal. Lovers will jump into the abyss for one another. It suits my needs perfectly. Namely, it greatly increases your chances of getting out of the hunter's barracks alive with my treasure.
In other words, you're using us.
Using you? Never. Merely making the most of your mutual bond. Well, lovebirds, I really must be going. Good luck.
Thought you'd correct him. Say that we, you know.
Could have corrected him yourself.
True. But it's not an easy thing to say, is it? But we've strayed from our topic. Got a treasure to recover.
Triss, gotta tell you something. Dijkstra's gold, it's the last thing I care about.
Thought as much. This is about Ciri, isn't it?
Menge's got Dandelion locked up somewhere, and Dandelion saw Ciri.
That changes everything. Listen, meet me at midnight by the Chapel of the Eternal Fire, east of the harbor. We'll figure out a way to get...
All right. See you then.
Lanjut ntar. Was that portal? She really didn't. She did. Okay, tutup.